So this is going to be a quick demonstration of extracting honey from the honey flow system, the Flow Hive here. I have chased all the bees out, removed it from the hive and brought it inside. It's cooler weather right now, and I just find that I can let it run and not worry about it. Since it's going to go a little slow, not worry about it all day long. So let's take a look. You can see here on the very outside frame that this was the last one that they were filling up. We have some capped cells here, and then these are uncapped. These are the only ones in the entire Flow Hive out of all the frames that were uncapped. And since things are really slowing down here, it is the beginning of November, I decided that's it. It's close enough. We're going to harvest this honey anyway. These 3 jars have been filling up, and these 3 frames, there are 6 of them in a typical 8-frame box since they're a little wider. These 3 have just run out, so we're going to switch to the other 3 now and get those started and see what it's like. So what I'm going to do is remove this tube. I'll be reusing it and opening up this access point. We'll plug that hole up. Now this one is open, and I can place the tube back there and move my jar over underneath, and I'll repeat that process here. All right, you can see the color change, empty versus full. So we're going to go ahead and start cracking open the full frames and let those flow. So I'm going to take the tool and I'm going to close the top cells and just work my way down here. And it pushes the mechanism down, and we'll get those cells reset for next year. Just do that several times. So see if you can see what I'm talking about. That has now been pushed down somewhat, as opposed to these that have been pushed up. So you're going to see in a minute what each one of these are connected to and what effect that has. Let me just finish up that task. Okay, finish that. I'm going to move these plugs over here. Here and here. So I'm going to slide underneath here, and I'm going to crack open the first few cells. There. And typically, I'm only going to go about 1/4 to 1/3 of the way in, as too much flow will fill up the trough in the bottom and overflow it. That's why I have this on some cookie trays to catch some of that overflow. If you're doing this on top of the hive, then it's going to go down into the hive, and the bees will be able to get it, and it's not as much of a concern. But here, I'd like to catch it all in the jar, not worry about it overflowing. So we'll get the next one going, and then I'll show you what is actually happening when we do this on the outside window. So when I open this up with my tool, what you're going to see is these capped frames are going to split first. And again, I'm only going to go about a third of the way in. So hopefully you see down here in the capped and a little bit of the uncapped cells what takes place. So I just go work my way in slowly, do a few at a time. And there you can see the shift. Watch right here. There it is, splits. There's one more. Right along that line, it just split. So internally, what you're seeing is you have these hexagonal cells that go boop and split and now create a path for the honey to flow down. You can see right in there that split has taken place. Where the bees extend it on out a little farther, sometimes the wax will stay connected, but underneath all these cap cells and underneath here it's flowing, beginning to flow down, caught in a trough in the bottom, and it's going to move its way out to the front and go right into my jars. You see the structure now pretty clearly, how the zigzags open up. We got 10 quarts here of beautiful honey. Look at that. Look at that stuff. That is amazing.